Take a moment right now to reclaim yourself. You're gonna just do this by putting your hand on your heart and hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in, breathe in deeper. Exhale slower and allow for that stillness to be within you. Now state your name in the I am statement. I am Thuy Dam, born on your full birthday, April 3rd, 1978, and the one vibration that you want to be right now. I am luminous grace. So for you, it could be love, peace, joy, grace, compassion, kindness. Take a deep breath in, breathe in deeper. Exhale slower and allow for that stillness to be within you. So I'm going to just tune you up real quick. So here we go. Just take it all in and receive. This is to activate your intuition, so you can see your truth. So you can breathe in all the wonderful things the universe has for you. All the right words flow from your heart to your lips at all the right times. You're always living from your heart. You can digest food and thoughts to give you strength and courage, to ground you, to dissolve past beliefs that don't serve you anymore, and to clear the path so you can step forward with excitement. Smile, because it stands for Start My Internal Love Engine. So all your chakras are spinning, expanding, magnetizing what your heart desires to you. Breathe in love. Breathe out fear. A juicy breath of joy. Letting go of the anger. Remember your magic. Remember you are magic. Smile. Stands for Start My Internal Love Engine. So this last week I have been doing the mantra, today I will live as if it was my last. Today I will live as if it was my last. And this is a scroll from the book by Og Mandino, The Greatest Salesman in the World. And it's the 4th scroll. And it mentions how like you would do everything, you know, as if it was your last day, and if it's not, you will fall to your knees and say thank you. And this last week was somewhat hard for me because I had a friend transition to death, and I knew it. She's been going through cancer for the last 3 years, and we're joined through a mutual friend that is my little girl's godmother. And so she was in the hospital, and they said that she's probably going to pass this week. And so I felt her all week, and it was my mom's last week here too. And so we went to the shrine of Caprini, and we prayed for her. And every single day, Isabella and I would do the rosary for her, and I felt her all week. On Saturday, I was going to Parker, where she lives, and so I sent her a message asking if it was okay if I can stop by the hospital or home, wherever she is, just to hold her toes. Because about 6 weeks ago I had stopped by her house and we did a little healing session just to catch up, and I held her toes. It's an energy tool that I use with Donna Eden, where I hold each of the toes for like 2 minutes. She didn't reply, and then 4 p.m. I get the news that she passed away. And I just started bawling, crying. And each day, though, I said that I would live this day as if it was my last. And this is a mantra that I use quite often on like days that are really high intensity. How would I live it? And also because my word, my do word is savor. A year ago, when I was in the hospital after my colonoscopy, I did this meditation by Tracy Stanley, and it's the do and do not process. And in that process, she takes you within like 10 minutes where you're given your death sentence for a year. And what would you immediately do and what would you immediately not do? And then she takes you to 6 months, and then she takes you to a month, and then she takes you to a week, and then the day. And I've done this a lot of times before. However, hers was different, where she has you at your last minute. What would you do? What would that word be? And my word was savor. Savor, S-A-V-O-R, meaning savoring the moment, savoring every flavor, the bitterness, the sweetness, you know. And I've been working so hard this last year on my colitis and healing and food. And so each morning I ask, how do I savor this day? So that day, Saturday, I went down to Parker, and part of it was because I was doing a horse healing with my shaman, and it was a huge day retreat that they were doing, and I brought Isabella as well. My friend Chris owns the ranch that they did it at, and so I asked Chris if I can camp for the day or the night with Isabella, because we wanted to go camping a lot this year, but we couldn't. It just passed by so quickly. We only did one trip, and I was like, you know what, we'll just act as if we are like a day retreat, you know, or an evening. And Isabella and I did that, and it was so wonderful because she and I just had so much fun that evening, and she knew about my friend's passing too. And then when we woke up in the morning, we saw the horses, and just being around horses is so healing for me as well. And so it reminds me of not counting the moments, but making the moments count. You can make every moment count, even if it's 1 hour, one interaction. How are you going to savor it and make it the best that you can? And as if it was your last, if this was the last conversation you had with that person, what would you say to them? How would you act? How would you walk? You know, how would you love, and how would you just forgive and like let it all go? Because in the end, what that really matters. Yeah. So I hope that you savor today, making every moment count, living as if it was your last, and also to transition consciously. We just go from one thing to another, and we don't pause. Erica knew, and so she transitioned really consciously. Just taking a breath. And she and I have done the do and do not word process, and her word is thank you. Thank you. So just thanking every moment. How are you going to thank today? And the thank you is your bridge. It's your bridge from appreciation to appreciating everything you have, to crossing to the other land, to gratitude. And whatever it is, you know, grateful for, it's already happened in past. Be thankful for that experience, because gratitude is the ultimate multiplier. So I just want you to remind you today to transition consciously, and that the transition is your portal. The transition is your portal. That to make every moment count. It's not about the moments, it's about making the moment count. And so today, live today as if it was your last, and if it's not, fall to your knees and say thank you.